evening. Namaste, everybody. We shall start with the meditation. And after that, we will continue the second part from Māndūkya Upanishad. Enough for the self-realization. You all know what to do in meditation. So observe your breath, and if mind goes somewhere else, bring it back to observing your breaths. Slowly come out from your meditation. Namaste, everybody. Today we shall continue from the Māndūkya Upanishad. We have spoken about the first verse, which was about Om. But we will discuss about Om when we finish the last session. Have we ever thought why there are so many schisms? Why there are so many philosophies? Everybody, at the end of the day, they talk about the ultimate, the absolute, or God, or Brahma. And still, they do not agree with the nature of Brahma, or what is Brahma, or how is Brahma, or the ultimate, or the absolute. They all say that it is the supreme, or the creator, or the final, ultimate, absolute truth. But still, we can see the definitions do differ from each other. For centuries, there had been debates on the scriptures. What did Vedas say, or what does Gita say, or what is the idea of Upanishad? What about Brahma Sutras? And Pandits and Acharyas and Swamis and all those scholars have debated for so many centuries, over and over again. And we always think that all these scholars and Pandits and Acharyas, they have debated on Brahma Sutras and Upanishads and Gita and all those scriptures. Still, no one agrees unanimously. And why is that? Because when they have debated, in their debates, they only provided the meaning or the interpretation. They never seek for the truth. They have never tried to find out that whatever is written down in those scriptures, is it the truth? How truthful all those words which are penned down in all those scriptures, in Gita, in Brahma Sutra, in Upanishads, in Vedas. They never tried that. All of them believed that whatever has been said and whatever has been written down is the truth, without checking it out. And then they only tried to interpret the meaning of few words from all the scriptures. And that is why there are so many schisms in the world. All the schisms are caused by the interpretation, not by the truth. You take any scripture, in any community, in any religion, in any sect. The first premise is that whatever had been said and whatever had been written down in those scriptures is the truth. And then they start interpreting. But they never try to figure out or find out the truth. And that is why in the world there are so many schisms. You just Google and you can find millions and millions of web pages about the absolute, about the God, about the ultimate. And there would be millions of books written down interpreting the nature of God or nature of the ultimate. And there would be also so many books and videos and lectures about how to achieve or how to be self-realized, how to achieve the ultimate or the moksha or liberation. And all those books, without doubting, without scrutinizing anything from those scriptures, accepted that whatever is written down is the truth, because it has been written down since so many centuries. And the human have tendency to believe that whatever is old is always gold. And with that idea, with the nature of interpretation, everything starts leading to different ways, leading to different meanings. And then it creates some kind of confusion. Māndūkya Upanishad, Rishi or sage Manduk. Manduk means frog. In Sanskrit, it means frog. And we know that frog jumps from one point to other point without any breach. Māndūkya Upanishad just jumps from one point to other point. It does not go straight, logical, or step by step. It starts with the courage, with the brevity to say that Sarvam hi etad Brahma. I will share the first or second mantra. It simply says, Sarvam hi etad Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma. It means that all this is Brahma. This Atma is Brahma. There are 4 letters. Sarvam Hi Etad Brahma. Like in English, all this is Brahma. There was an incident about the Sikh religion founder Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak was a shopkeeper. And one day he was just weighing all those goods. So on the scales, he started to put some stuff there to weigh the weight. And he started to count in Punjabi or in Hindi. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes to 10. 10 means dasha. 11 is gyara. Then 12 is bara. And then he said 13, or in Punjabi or Hindi, he said tera. Tera means 13. And also, tera sounds like tera means yours. Like we say, this is your book. Your means tera. So when he actually reached on the 13th count, tera, he just stopped there and kept continue saying tera, tera, or it means yours, 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 and then he just left the shop. I belong to the ultimate. I belong to God. He did not have to go through all the lectures and seminars and webinars and debates and scriptures or books, nothing. On that count of 13, or in Hindi or Punjabi language, tera, he realized. He was a great devotee, obviously. So, Māndūkya Upanishad does not go into rituals, does not go into any kind of techniques. It does not go into any kind of step-by-step guidance or any kind of elusive or imaginary dialogues between a disciple and a guru. It simply starts with the just 4 words. And if anyone or if someone realizes these 4 words, that person does not have to move ahead, does not have to go beyond those 4 words. Sarvam hi etat Brahma. All other Upanishads, they would start with some kind of scenario, some kind of dialogue, some kind of question, and then answer by the master or the guru. Here, Māndūkya Upanishad just starts with the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth. Sarvam hi etat Brahma. All this is the ultimate or the absolute. But as I have mentioned before, that with the interpretation, without going into experience and without going into self-realization, just through interpretation, all the schisms start. The second line is Ayam Atma Brahma. Ayam means this. Atma, we all know Atma. Ayam Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahma. And from these 2 sentences, Sarvam hi etat Brahma, all this is the absolute, and this Atma is the absolute. From these two different sentences, all the schisms start. Debate starts. And some people would say, look, it says in the Upanishad that all this is Brahma, or all this is the Absolute. What does it mean? And everything is different. Everything is separate. Everything has separate existence. And that is why it has been said that all this, all means you add one into one into one into one. So all this which you see is Brahma. The other people would say, no, it is not like that. All this is nothing but Brahma. And then they will start debating. They will start to interpret the meaning of the word written down. But they will not start to go into silence. All the debates, all the conversations, all the dialogues, they are anti-silence. And without silence, without going into silence, one cannot be realized. But in Māndūkya Upanishad, sage Māndūk does not worry about that. It's your problem. I say what I experience. And all this is Brahma, all this is the Absolute, and this Atma is the Absolute. If someone goes into the meaning of these four letters, four words, and if they understand the meaning of these four words, we do not need to do anything else. We do not need to browse any books or web pages or scriptures or to listen to any lectures. Nothing whatsoever. Just like Guru Nanak, he just stood there at the count of 13 Tera. Likewise, sage Māndūkya starts with the ultimate four words. All this is Brahma. We try to eradicate anger. We try to remove some kind of vices we call like greed. Or sometimes people go into depression, anxiety, stress. We try to remove all those kind of unwanted vices or virtues or attributes. And for that, we try to figure out and find out the techniques to conquer the anger, techniques to go beyond all this illusion or greed or kind of desire. But if we realize through these four words, everything can be conquered. Why someone becomes angry? Because his expectation is different than the reality. And that is the problem. Problem only arises if the distance between your expectation and reality is more and more wider. Everything we desire for and everything we can get, if there is a distance, then there would be problem. There would be anxiety, there would be fear, there would be anger, there would be depression, stress, fatigue, because we cannot fulfill or realize the expectation or our desire. And why do we actually keep separating those things? Because we do not believe that Sarvam Hi Etat Brahma. All this is Brahma. Sometimes people envy some other people. They are jealous. Why is that? Because they see the separation. Whenever we see the separation, problems will arise. Whenever we see the unison, the unity, the oneness, the non-duality, then there would not be any problem. Because all this is Brahma. All means whatever you perceive, whatever you see, whatever you can think about, everything is nothing but the absolute. And that absolute is you, is me, is all of us. This Atma is the absolute. And with these two small sentences, Sarvam Hi Etat Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, Māndūkya Upanishad kick-start and ends simultaneously the entire pathway for self-realization. Next week, we will continue into the further verses. And now, from next week, Māndūkya Upanishad is going to explain about the reality, the existence, and then after that, the last ultimate state or the meaning of realization. Thank you very much. You can also share your wisdom and thoughts. Please unmute yourself and please do share your ideas. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Namaste.
Namaste.
Very beautiful session, sir. Thank you so much. A lot of peace I felt while listening to your words. And yeah, I was wondering when can we attain this state? When can we realize this, that we are the Brahma? And in Hindi, you said that koi dusra nahi hai. There is no other person. Everything is us only. Everything is at Brahman. Amazing, sir. We'll surely try to achieve this state. Yeah, thank you. I realize that we are Brahma. Thank you so much for choosing this topic once again. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste, Vijay ji.
Namaste, Rameshji.
So it was such a beautiful session again, meditation and then the wisdom sharing. I'm reading a book, Aghora, and coincidentally, yesterday I was reading similar thing. Everything is one, yeah? And I am everything. So I, in the sense, the inclusion of everything. So like Pavaniji was sharing, I was as well contemplating upon that particular statement when and how this experience would be experienced. And then, what I felt was, as we continuously hear, contemplate everything, I think it just happens. So this is how I felt when I was contemplating on that statement. And I think, yeah, it's so beautiful to experience that. Just reading that makes one can resonate with peace, and experiencing it is beyond explanation. So thank you, Vijayji.
Yes, thank you very much. That's right. You are right. It happens. It just happens, and there are no steps there, or there is no gradual realization. It just happens. But obviously, when somebody is reading the books or going into silence or something like that, or even if somebody is just concentrating on the self or doing all the activities in the world, it happens just like we spark. We actually light the matchstick, and there's only one spark needed.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Vijayji.
Hi, Vijayji. This is Bala. Yeah, I think second sutra. Even though this Māndūkya Upanishad, like you said, it's only very smallest of all, only 12 sutras, but everyone has so much meaning, and but I also from this particular second mantra, the one you explained, this I am Atma Brahma is one of the important, Mahavakyas.
Yes.
So, we search outside everywhere, going to temples and all this, but it says this Atma is Brahma, that is within you. And like Shankaracharya says, you have the necklace on your neck, and you are searching outside everywhere. So, Kantachami Karanyayama, he says. That is how, we are all, it is within us and everywhere. But without realizing, it is so close to us, we look outside. It's because of that Maya, I think. And the way you explain for Guru Nanak, when he was counting Tera, when it comes to Tera, he stopped thinking that this is me. That is how I think a lot of people, without even reading so many books, also, they got all this, suddenly the realization.
Yes.
I think, and also this in the same mantra, all the Chatushpat, in those 4 states, the final state is the silent state, beyond, that Turiya. So we need to go into that. Then only, I think we get that realization, I guess.
The silence is the sound of spirituality in other terms. And without thinking anything else, if someone just
Sunya.
If someone just becomes silent, physical and mental silence, automatically whatever is there will be revealed. But it is the most difficult technique or tool to achieve because it is difficult not to do anything. We can do
our mind always vikshepa, disturbed, always, gets disturbed with either by external or internal.
And that is why the last, the 4th quarter or the 4th state is Turiya, means the 4th, and that is that cannot be explained, or that cannot be described, or that cannot be defined or interpreted, because it's beyond mind and beyond speech.
Yeah, that's right. In that you only get the experience.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Wonderful.
Thank you. Kinnerji is saying that I think when we drop all expectations, even expectation of getting enlightened, and then at any moment that would happen. That's right, yeah. Because one does not need to expect any kind of enlightenment. One is already enlightened, but we do not realize that. Okay, Rameshji, we can conclude the session now if you want to.
Yes, Vijayji. Thanks again, and thanks everyone for joining. And Masters, we all meet tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. on the Beam platform for the meditation and some topic sharing. While we also have the book reading in 50 minutes from now, so 8 p.m. Germany time, on a different Zoom link. So if anyone is interested to join, you can reach out to Madhu. Namaste.
Namaste, thank you.